I am Lori with Behavior Education at Spirit Keeper Equine Sanctuary, and this is Tau Ceti, our Super Dwarf Reticulated Python from Reach Out Reptiles. Welcome to Super Dwarf Sunday for Sunday, November 7th, 2021. This week, it's just news and updates about TC, and I'm calling on you to participate in next month's Super Dwarf Sunday, and I'll explain that in a minute. Wanted to update you on how TC's doing. TC is doing great. TC is keeping me on my toes, and TC has been grounded this week, and I'll tell you why. First of all, TC currently weighs 500 grams. People are always curious how big he is, and he has not yet outgrown the length of his enclosure. So he is right at 4 feet because this is 4 feet long, and he can completely stretch out from one end to the other. And I literally just weighed him, and he was 500 grams. That's how big TC is right now. And I'm pleased about that because I have been worried since he got here about how large he might get. I did not want a snake that was too large for me to manage. And Garrett promised me that he would not get bigger than a Morelia Bredli, and so far that is holding true. Why has TC been grounded this week? TC, like usual, has wanted out constantly. TC wants out all the time. Even though he has plenty to do inside his enclosure and it's plenty spacious for him, it's 4 by 4 by 2, but he still always wants out, and he roams around the house and he has his favorite locations to sit. That's fine as long as I'm here to supervise him and as long as he's not, disappearing. However, twice this week, he did air snaps at people and animals walking by, and he didn't lunge, he didn't strike. I literally mean he did air snaps with his jaws like dogs do when they're playing or when they're snapping at you because they're being defensive. And I have never had a snake do that before, just snapping their jaws together in the air. I'm not sure why he did that, but it's unacceptable behavior. So the first time he did it, when one of the dogs walked by, he didn't even move. He just snapped his jaws twice in the air. I picked him up and I put him away. And that's an example of negative punishment. Negative punishment is taking something away in order to reduce the likelihood that the behavior that just preceded that thing getting taken away occurs again in the future. So I don't want him snapping in the air. So I took his freedom away and I put him back in his enclosure. And then the next day or the day after that, he did it again. I walked by with 2 of the dogs and he air snapped. He just snapped his jaws together 2 or 3 times in a row. Again, without lunging, without striking, just literally clapping them together. And we call that alligator snapping or crocodile snaps when dogs do it. And again, dogs will do that when they're playing or when they're being defensive. So again, I picked him up immediately as soon as he did that, and I put him away, and I haven't let him out again until today. And today he's been very well behaved. It hasn't happened again, and we've been walking all back and forth around him. There have been other snakes around him. The dogs have been roaming, and he hasn't done it anymore. I'm not sure how to explain that behavior. I have never seen that behavior in any other snakes. I welcome your speculation, and if I figure out why he's doing it, I'll let you know. I don't know if it's a game to him, if it's being defensive. I just don't know. So anyway, that's why he got grounded. But other than that, he's doing really, really well. Now let's get to how I want you to participate in next month's Super Dwarf Sunday. I'm asking you to submit videos to me and answer 3 questions. My husband is going to ask those questions, and I'm going to demonstrate in this episode how I want you to answer them. So I want your answers to be succinct and short, and just 30 seconds to 1 minute each, so that your total video time that you're submitting to me is 3 minutes or less. And you can submit those to me 1 question at a time or all in one video. I just know that it can be really challenging to send videos that are too long over things like Facebook Messenger and email. I need to receive your videos either through Facebook Messenger or through email. And that email is behavioreducationllc@gmail.com. So your videos need to be either sent in segments or short enough to send all at once. And now for your 3 questions. Question number 1.
Question number 1. Why did you get a dwarf or super dwarf reticulated python?
I got a dwarf or super dwarf reticulated python because Garrett J. Hartle from Reach Out Reptiles said that he would be interested to know what I thought of them. And he messaged me several times, and I just wasn't ready to make that purchase. I wasn't ready to take on the responsibility of having one. I actually knew very little about them. So he donated one to our behavior and training program for me to assess and evaluate. And now it's over 2 years later, and Tau Seti, our super dwarf reticulated python, is still with us. So I really like him. And yes, I would get another. Question number 2.
Where did you get your dwarf or super dwarf reticulated python?
I got my dwarf or super dwarf reticulated python from Reach Out Reptiles, and he has been in our family for over 2 years. Question number 3.
What is one thing you didn't expect or that has surprised you about your dwarf or super dwarf reticulated python?
It has been completely unexpected how friendly our super dwarf reticulated python is. So that has really surprised me. I had no idea that he would be so curious and engaging with people and so amenable to being around human activity and being handled. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you have a dwarf or super dwarf reticulated python and you are willing to participate in next month's episode of Super Dwarf Sunday, which will air on the first Sunday of December, then please send me videos answering those 3 questions. Again, send me those via Facebook Messenger or email. And again, that email is behavioreducationllc@gmail.com. Please keep them short so that they'll fit in the video. And I guess I need to receive them the week before. So whatever the first Sunday in December is, I don't know. Stand by, I'll look. So what is the first Sunday in December? That's Saturday. This is Sunday, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th. So December 5th is the first Sunday in December. So December 5th is the first Sunday in December. That will be our next Super Dwarf Sunday. And so I would like your video submissions no later than December the 1st so that I have time to put those together into the episode. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, please remember to always be kind and love your animals. TC, what are you doing back there? I moved you for a reason, and that was because Ronan was here. Left and went to his other favorite spot.
Question number 3.
What is one thing? Why are you laughing?